Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Thammer. Welcome everybody back to DanganRonpa. Goodbye Despair. We're gonna be coming up on our second trial now, and I actually have a lot of concerns regarding everything that we learned for this particular case. In particular with two people. The two people that are most suspicious out of all the individuals that I was able to check out and investigate, the only two people that are found the most suspicious at the moment, and for a couple of reasons. First of all, I surmise that Fuyuhiko did not kill Mahiru. Fuyuhiko did not kill her. I'm pretty certain that he did not. Because see, his sister died, right? His sister died. We learned from playing the arcade game that the events actually did happen in Hope's Peak Academy. The events that were in the game actually happened in Hope's Peak Academy. And the girl that killed his sister is actually already dead. The person who took the picture, though, we figured out would be Mahiru, or the person who was bullied was Mahiru. Mahiru was bullied by Fuyuhiko's sister, and she was killed by Mahiru's friend, whoever she is, the black-haired girl. We don't know anything about her, and she was killed by Fuyuhiko. The thing is, I do not believe Fuyuhiko actually killed Mahiru this time around. I don't think he had any relations whatsoever with Mahiru in this case, in this particular situation. I do not believe so. Although he maybe could. No, he didn't. We know he didn't. Because the only steps we saw going away from the beach house were Hyaku's footsteps, and I'm guessing she was hiding out in the closet to meet up with Mahiru. She witnessed Mahiru's murder, and she ran out crying. And now she's being really quiet about it. She have not said a single word to anybody about anything that she saw. I'm guessing so she would stay alive as well. That's why she's keeping her mouth shut just in case, because she's probably scared as well that she could get caught or could get, blamed for this murder because she participated and saw Mahiru's death. I'm guessing that's why she's being quiet, but she did not kill her. Ibuki did not kill her. Mikan did not kill her. We only have three people that actually, and Chiaki did not kill her. We have three particular people that could have been suspicious. Akane with her blood-covered head whenever she did enter the restaurant, the diner. Sunny because she owns the same swimsuit, the entire full-body swimwear that was actually also in. That was also, do you understand? That was also in the closet of the beach house. Same exact one. So either she got it and jumped through the window. I don't think she has the ability, the physical ability to be completely honest. And she decided to escape that way. Or it probably could have been Peko. And that's quite a concern here, because although Pekka's story certainly checks out, there is no alibi on what exactly, like, where exactly she was. Like, she said she was swimming around the island, but can anybody confirm it? That's the question. Can anybody confirm it? We can probably confirm with Akane that Nekomara did hit her on top of the head, and she still continued to go towards the diner, and then she left to the infirmary, or the infirmary with Mikan. So they stayed together. We got them together, no problem. Chiaki was picking up board games and ice cream for the snacks. Ibuki was already with us at the diner. We only saw one particular person looking around and loitering around the diner, coming from near the beach house, will be Fuyuhiko. He will be the only one loitering around, but I do not believe he actually killed anybody. I don't know what he was doing there, but I do not think he killed him. I do not think he killed him. There is a particular surfboard missing from the beach house, which I am guessing. Now, hear me out, this could be a completely, deranged theory, but there is also a trash can full of water bottles. Oh, not in the map, I need to see the truth bullets. There's a trash can full of water bottles, and particularly water in general. See, all that water. There are a bunch of empty plastic bottles inside the trash can in the beach house. There are probably drinks from the refrigerator. Though all of them emptied out, every single one of them. I do not believe somebody could have been hiding in there just drinking the water. Let's assume that Hyoko did technically hang around in the closet, right? In the closet of the beach house, waiting for Mahiru. We only saw the gummy in there. I don't think she would sit there and drink all the water bottles, or would have the ability or the chance to stash all the water bottles into a trash can as she drinks them, right? And we do have a surfboard missing from the beach house. So there are a couple of concerns regarding the whole dilemma, and the only two people that are suspicious for me right now are Sonya, because of the swimwear, and Peko because her sword doesn't check out. Although, I did think about it. What if somehow Peko may be working for Yukiko? I don't know, or anybody at all. Maybe there's another person involved here, but let's assume Peko did somehow get out the window through the bathroom, somehow. I mean, she seems like a pretty fit girl, right? Maybe she bounced on a sword or something. I don't know. I don't know if that sword is real or not. As far as it's supposed to be like a wooden sword, I have no idea. But let's assume maybe she did. She doused herself in water, grabbed on the surfboards from the, what is it called? From the beach house, right? Let's assume she grabbed on the surfboards from the beach house, doused herself in water so she was soaking wet, used the surfboard to get around the island, and then arrive at the diner. Let's assume. It sounds deranged as hell. It sounds really, really deranged as hell. But let's assume that was a possibility. The only concern is that window in the bathroom is really, really tall, so I do not think anybody will have the physical capacity to jump through it, although you gotta be really thin for it. For example, big people like Nekomaru would never be able to fit in through it, let alone, well, Gundam and Byakuya, well, Byakuya is dead, so we can't really do much about it. Gundam would be able to fit it, but he was nowhere close. Kazuichi was with us the entire time. Kazuichi got his name right. Ha! Fuyiko, we did not see any footprints of shoes of his particular size anywhere. We only saw Hyoko's footprints, which we got from Nagito. Nagito actually went and traced everybody's footprints. So we know that is Hyoko that ran out, and those are her footsteps. She actually ran out from the front window. So whoever the murderer was must have escaped through either the front door, which we didn't see any footsteps for, or they could have escaped through the side. Maybe. Possibly. That's the concern here. That's the wonder to see. Why would there no more footsteps found on the side of the building? Like where the window would be. But we saw at the beach one. Unless somebody also used the front door, I don't know. Clearly, we can affirm that Mahiru's body was placed the way it was because they wanted to recreate whatever was in the video game scene. That means whoever else played the game and figured out the puzzle also knows what it looks like. We know the first person that beat it was Fuyuhiko, and he told to Mahiru about it, and she had told to all the other girls involved and wanted to have a meeting. And then they delayed the meeting, and then I believe Mahiru and Hyoko were gonna meet up together, and then the murder happened. And this particular mask was left, which Sonya told us it was apparently a murderer that kills murderers. We got a particular mask here. Let me go and find it here. There we go. A pretty anime girl mask. A mask of the anime character Sun, which, as per Ito, found at the crime scene. And according to Sonya, it can only mean it's a sign of a murderer that kills murderers. So, yet another DanganRonpa game where we get yet another murderer, except this one actually doesn't hunt for males with scissors. He just straight up bludgeons whoever the murderer is for the sake of justice. Alright, I don't know what's gonna happen, but you know what? The two people we're gonna be looking out for carefully, we're gonna be analyzing and dissecting like crazy, are Hyoko. We're gonna dissect her for any clues that she can tell us. Sonya, in case she's involved because of the swimwear, and Peko because her story doesn't have any alibis. So let's go ahead and begin. I don't know how it's gonna go, but prepare yourself for longer episodes. I hope y'all enjoy. As Monokuma Rock. I do feel bad for her, honestly. Like, she lost her friend. Hyoko lost her friend. The first thing I would, if I were in her position, the first thing I would do is tell everybody what I saw. No matter if I was the Blackened or not. Like, if I was going to be blamed as to be the Blackened, I would tell them immediately what I saw. I mean, seeing your friend die like that, it would be terrible. And I'm pretty sure she witnessed Mahiru die from the closet. Because she was clearly, I'm guessing she was hiding in there so they could meet up later. And there's also a note told that she gave to Mahiru. No, let me go! Help me! I don't know how to do a voice again. You're gonna do something crazy to me. I'll be ruined.
Why you?
Hey, shut up and stay put, you stubborn little Lolita. Hey, stop harassing little girls! God damn, I can't do voices again. This is... what is going on?
Jeez.
Yoko was trying to run away. So Monokuma brought her here by force. But Yoko's still trying to run away, so Monokuma's trying to wrap her in a full Nelson. Hey, if you don't stay put, I'm gonna make you a part of this island's food chain. I do feel bad for her, honestly. She's a brat. She is a major brat. But in her situation, I'm guessing she is hurting inside. Especially if she did witness Mahiru's death. Jeez, making me waste my sweet-ass time. There's another problem to deal with besides this one. Where the heck is Fuyiko? That guy, he totally ditched my appointment. He pisses me off. And maybe he might, it looks a little pervy when he does that. What? Monokuma got swole. He got swole. Oh my god. What the fuck? And Ibuki went made bubbles again. His anger changes form. I'm right here. Oh my god, that is so disgusting and hilarious at the same time. Oh my god. That is disgusting and hilarious all at the same time. My god. Fuyiko, you came. I was worried about you. There's nowhere for me to run anyway, so no matter the ending, I have to accept it, right? But still, I'm a Yakuza. Accepting defeat is not an option. Fuyiko, what does that mean? Well, it's all good. If the tire heats up, it's all good. God, sorry. Anyway, looks like everyone's here, so let us depart now. I'll go first and be one step ahead of you guys.
This is bad.
Crap, I'm not mentally prepared yet. Do you even have to prepare?
Show some spirit.
If you don't have enough power, harness your latent energy. Come on, bring out that energy!
This, too, must be the will of causality.
And so it begins. The beginning of the end. Now then, let's keep our spirits high. We can one day find the shining hope. That's right. I can only... Moving forward is the only option. Let's talk to Peko before we go, just in case. I want to talk to Peko and Sonya on just in them in particular. See if I can do last words here. Let's go. There's no reason for us to waste time here. No word, Sonya?
Listen!
The truth behind Mahiru's death. Sparkling justice may hold the key. No, that just has to be it. She is really obsessed about sparkling justice. She doesn't seem to be that involved in everything. Oh my god! The way... okay, Sonya, I do not... I don't think Sonya did it. There could be a possibility. And Sonya is obsessed with murderers. But I do not believe she would actually murder somebody. I could see her do some horrible shit. Like, I could see her do some horrible, torturous shit. You know, especially to, like, I guess, the enemies of her country. Maybe her family raised her to be really tough and brutal and just awful. And, well, for the sake of the word, I guess, just maniacal murderers towards, you know, maybe the enemies of the state or something. I could see that for sure. Maybe. I don't know her country's origin. Peko, though, we don't know much about her. Like, that's the thing, we don't know. She is a mystery, which is why it's a wild card. Because we don't know much about her, which is why I feel suspicious of her. A little bit. And there's no alibi at the same time. What about Akane? What if she... well, I don't think Akane would do it. See, Akane is too lazy. She wouldn't do something like that. Like, she wouldn't go particularly out for Mahiru. If anything, I feel like she would kill Nagito easily. She could probably take out Nagito. She could probably take out Chiaki. And she could definitely take out Kazuichi or Mikan if she wanted to. Only if she wanted to. I don't think she would go for Mikan though. I think she'd probably go for Fuyiko if anything. She'd only go for people that she hasn't really... unless there's an emotional reason for her to go after somebody, you know, like a revenge or really doesn't like somebody or hates somebody, I don't think she will go for them. Nakamaru, I think he could kill somebody, but I think at the same time I feel like he has a lot of respect and high respect for his ways, so I don't think he would actually ever... Well, he wouldn't kill Akana for sure. He could kill anybody with his giant freaking... Like, he is a swole dude, he's a giant dude, he could kill anybody with, like, maybe a snap of the neck, easily. Especially, like, twigs like Ibuki or Mikan, you know? Easily, no problem. Even, you know, even anybody at all, even Hyoki, you could toss her, you know, off the ledge, it should be done. But in this particular situation, in this case in particular, the two names, out of the girls that are involved, I don't think they're, you know, responsible. I don't think Hyoku is responsible for any of this. I don't think Mika is responsible for any of this, and I don't think Ibuki is responsible for any of this either. The only two stories that don't check out with me, actually three. Shaki did get involved a lot, but I don't think she would do it. I don't think she has the capacity to. Sanya, she's still a mystery, which is with a full bodysuit that's still kind of keeping me questioned. And the Peko, no alibi. Okay, I'm gonna try to look out for those two in particular, but I'm gonna keep my mind open. Let's go to Monokuma Rock. And the doors open. Also, if this doesn't go through, if this doesn't look, if this looks see-through, it is just Sprite. I just need something to keep the throat moistened. Eek! No matter how many times I see it, it's such a bad taste. The worst, lowest, most brutal taste. Somehow moved my muscles, stiff from fear and nerves, and awkwardly walked into the escalator. For some reason, my breathing was short. I was eventually struck by a feeling similar to dizziness. The moment all of us were inside on Monokuma Rock. And it goes down. A rumbling sound filled the room, and the surrounding space began to fall. As it shook with a clatter, the elevator we were inside continued to drop. Throughout the drop, I was fluctuating between feeling hope and despair, as if my heart was a rotten fruit, swelling in the sun before it finally got squished. I suddenly stopped breathing. My consciousness began to fade from the pressure. I tried to endure the pressure by firmly standing on my legs, and after a while the elevator's vibrating gradually weakened. And then it stopped altogether. Every single time we travel down the elevator, it kind of, like, just the entire elevator sequence and how it's, like, introduced, and I guess maybe possibly my reading of it, in the way I read it, kind of maybe enhances it, I don't know. I would hope it would. Like, it just feels so ominous. And just makes me prepare for, you know, the next an hour and a half or 2 hours of this trial that could, you know, decide who killed my hero and could, you know, make us all distrust each other less. It's a little nerve-clattering. Hey, defeat the boring routine. So I decided to start redecorating. How's it look? Mr. Monokuma's redecoration is awesome, isn't it?
Impossible!
It's not like I'd allow you to think otherwise anyway.
That is...
To go to the trouble of doing something this elaborate? Really, what is your true intention?
No!
Nothing really. Essentially, this killing game is just to kill time anyway. Kill time?
Yeah!
To break away from a purpose. That alone is my purpose. Break away from his purpose. That alone is his purpose. Okay, that's ominous as hell. What does it mean by that?
Like...
A purpose is only gonna be a weakness. Those who have purpose are always the weakest ones in a bunch. That's why you guys should forget about such cheap-ass purposes like trying to survive. And enjoy the class trial from the bottom of your hearts. It's starting. The class trial is starting. Mahiro Koizumi, the ultimate photographer. She had an unyielding force of personality, but she was actually very good at taking care of people. Most importantly, she was always straightforward. The person that killed her. is among us? I don't want to believe it. I don't want to believe it. I don't want to believe it, but... regardless, we need to find the answer. It doesn't matter if you believe it or not. Because it's the only way. Aside from finding out who the killer is, there is no other way for us to survive. And so, this life-threatening trial, billowing with hope and despair, has begun. Would you like to save? Yes, 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 please. Set skills? I don't believe we need to worry about skills, to be completely honest. I think right now we are set on all the skills that we have right now, yeah. Should be set on all skills. We have charisma, which, oh yeah, we haven't spent charisma yet, have we? We have neural liberation, which is good. We have delusion, which is good. Can we unlock any more skills by any chance? I wonder. Open e-handbook. I want to go over to Monami and see if we can unlock more rewards here. Lost in thought. Increase time limit for each phase. Effective during class trial. Yes! Yes, yes, yes. We need that. We need that really bad. We need that really, really bad. I would love that. Okay, set skills. Lost in thought. Let's go and apply that. Charisma. Increased influence gauge recovered when correct answers are chosen. Effective when making choices selecting the truth bullet. Let's go ahead and also add this. Is this all the bullets we got? Yeah, that's all the bullets we currently have right now. Difficulty is fine. It's not gentle, but it's not mean, so I think we're good. Finish preparations. Let's do it. Proceed trial? Yes, we're ready. All rise.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial.
Let's.
During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
Oh, no matter how many times I hear it, it's such a cruel rule.
It is, Monami.
Now then, let's first discuss the motive. That masterpiece of gaming, Twilight Syndrome murder case.
What? Who cares about that game?
The outcome of this trial should be determined by whether or not we find Mahiru's killer.
Wow, it's actually pretty straightforward of Gundam.
Nevertheless, we shouldn't ignore it. After all, that game is the motive this time.
Yeah, you're right. Then let's try discussing that first.
I'm sure everyone who's beaten the game already knows that it's based on an actual murder case.
Yep.
Some of us have not beaten that game. Give us a detailed explanation.
It means Twilight Syndrome Murder Case is a non-fiction game. Additionally, some of us are characters in that game too.
Some of us are characters in a video game?
Oh yeah, Nekomaru did talk about... He did talk to Peko. They had a conversation some time ago. I think it was just either flirting or just regularly discussing by the pool. About somebody said that Nekomaru looks like a Tekken video character or like a fighting game video character, and so does Peko.
So, I think it's better if we clarify who the characters in the game are first.
It's kind of ironic that he's freaking out right now. The characters in the game were Girl A, Girl B, Girl C, Girl D, Girl E, and Boy F. And the high school girl who got killed at the beginning. By using the staff roll after clearing the game as a reference, I should be able to figure out who's who. The first character the player was able to control was Girl A. The true identity of Girl A, that was Hyoko. Girl A was the mean one. Yes. Girl A is a timid. Oh shit, timid. I completely forgot. Damn it. Get bullied often. Hyoko's complete opposite of that. Damn it, come on, you gotta be kidding me. Shit. Do we have a roster of them? Let me check here. We need to have a roster. I hope there's a roster of them, because I do not remember them anymore. No, it doesn't give us a roster anymore. Shit, if only it had the roster within the truth bullets. Because I can't remember which one was which. I know Ibuki was C. Okay, so it's Mahiru, never mind. Girl A was Mahiru. No, Mikan.
I see.
There we go.
Girl A is probably Mikan Tsumiki. That timid tone. That definitely sounds like Girl A. Based on the list of names in the staff roll, I can't think of anyone else who would be Girl A.
Why am I in a video game? That's an infringement of my right to privacy. Ha! A nasty, trashy pig shit like you doesn't have any privacy rights.
Yep, Hyoko is definitely girl B. Yeah, girl B was a mean one.
Ah, a nasty, trashy pig shit. I feel like I heard that in the game too. Huh?
She's right. The one who said it was girl B.
I see.
Girl B was short and foul-mouthed. She's probably Hyoko.
Short and foul-mouthed? That's like the complete opposite of me.
Okay, Hyoko. Okay, we'll believe that when pigs fly.
Anyway, let's move on. Next is Girl C.
Girl C, personality was hyper energetic and unique. Oh, that was Ibuki. That was for sure Ibuki.
I see.
Girl C is Ibuki.
Girl, see? Then I'll see you next Tuesday.
Wow. Also, he pronounced Ibuki. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be Ibuki, like emphasis on the E, on the I, on the letter I, the first letter I. Ibuki, not Ibuki, but whatever. Translations. Best answer though. She'll see you next Tuesday. And Jackie ain't having it. She's dumbfounded.
Let's move on to Girl D.
Girl D, huh? There's only one person who's always had a camera with them. That's my hero.
I see.
Girl D is my hero. The victim in this case.
Yeah, that's correct. Let's skip Girl E and talk about Guy F.
He's Guy F. Okay, that's Fuyuhiko.
I see.
Aren't you Guy F, Fuyuhiko?
I was in a game? That's fucking stupid.
You would know it though.
That reminds me. Wasn't there another person whose last name was also Kuzuryu?
Mm-hmm.
Another person? It was one of the names on the staff roll. The names were Sumiki, Koizumi, Sayonji, Miyoda, Sato, Kuzuryu, and then another Kuzuryu.
Okay, so it's pronounced Kuzuryu. Okay, that's a little bit easier.
Hold on. Why do you keep saying there were two Kuzuryus?
It's not like I'm wrong. That's how it's written on the staff roll.
Because there were two.
Since you beat the game, you probably know what this actually means, right?
The reason Fuyuhiko's last name, Kuzuryu, appears twice. It's true I have a hunch, but to call me out like that, Nagato, you're definitely someone I shouldn't mess with. The reason Fuyuhiko's last name, Kuzuryu, appears twice, it's probably because he had an older sister. Little sister. It was a little sister.
I can prove it with this. In the game, Guy F, Kuzuryu, mentions that he has a little sister.
I was pretty sure it wasn't the older one, so gotta be the little sister. Yep, triggered him. Got him.
What do you mean, little sister?
This is what Guy F said in the game. It's pretty clear. There's no doubt that Guy F had a little sister. Plus, the sister actually appeared in the game. That's why the name Kuzuryu appeared twice.
By the way, what role did Guy F's little sister, the other Kuzuryu, play? You probably noticed, right?
The girl that bullied Girl D. I don't really want to say it myself, but I need to move the conversation forward. The only character in the game I could see being Fuyuhiko's little sister is high school girl who died at the beginning.
I see!
The dead high school girl who was the first victim in the game is the only person I can think of.
Based on Guy F's tone in the game, it's clear that Girl E is not his little sister.
Mm-hmm.
So if the only person left is the dead high school girl, then she must be Fuyuhiko's sister.
Why do you sound so fucking happy? That's a winning personality you've got there.
Winning personality? Are you praising me?
Okay, Nagito, don't say that to Fuyuhiko. He's not in the mood.
I was being sarcastic, dumbass.
I feel like Fuyuhiko could probably kill Nagito right now, or if anybody at all, if somebody pissed him off enough.
Hey, you said the game is a work of non-fiction. That means Fuyuhiko's little sister is...
Yeah, I have a little sister. Something wrong with that? It's just a fucking game. Don't go mixing up some video game with reality.
Oh, please tell me he figured out what's happened.
It's not just a game. It's definitely based on true events.
Yep.
That's why it's the movie. Don't go making shit up, bastard! If she was the type to die easy, I'd have fucking killed her myself a long time ago.
Whoa.
I mean, when I first entered Hope's Peak Academy, she was mouthing off to me as usual and sent me off. It happened just the other day.
About that, you're probably thinking like that because you've lost your memories.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up! You be quiet!
Oh, whoa.
I see. So you're never gonna accept that that game is based on true events, huh? Okay, I understand your attitude toward this class trial now.
Nagito, you seem to be doubting Fuyuhiko a lot. Do you suspect he's the killer?
He is not. I'm pretty certain he is not.
A mystery that easy would make me feel sad. It wouldn't be good enough to serve as everyone's stepping stone.
Is it talking about stepping stone, Fuyuhiko being a stepping stone, or himself being a stepping stone for everybody else? Nagito is gonna derail the conversation, I can feel it.
That's why. I'd be much happier if Fuyuhiko wasn't the killer.
Okay, you're starting to act weird again.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, now we've established who all the characters in the game are.
Girl A is Mikan. Girl B is Hiyoko. Girl C is Ibuki. Girl D is Mahiru. Guy F is Fuyuhiko.
There's that Ibuki again. Whatever.
The first victim in the game, that dead high school girl, is Fuyuhiko's little sister.
That's just a story in a fucking game.
Gundam has an amazing voice. I gotta say, I love his voice. It's so, like, easy to listen to. It's so easy to pay attention to.
If so, then Girl E is Miss Sato. Could it be? The same Miss Sato who likes white rice?
Sato.
I don't know what Sato you're talking about, but I don't think she's relevant to this case.
Maybe it's related to Gundam's last name, since they're both really plain names.
The heck? Is that a wild connection?
Tanaka may be an ordinary family name, but it's far better than Sato or Suzuki.
Damn. And he also has a strange rivalry going on.
Hey, no one cares about that. Hurry up and talk about the mystery of the game.
How do we do about talk about last names? What?
Huh? What do you mean, mystery of the game?
My, you don't know. I heard that Girl E got killed.
What? No way! Is that true?
They're trying to get the train back on tracks.
Getting killed is so violent, don't you know?
My, such awful times we live in. Why did this happen?
I feel like they're working together right now.
You guys are definitely friends.
Mm-hmm.
So the mystery of the game is the murder of Girl E, correct?
Yeah.
Then let's hurry up and solve it. Let's first figure out why Girl E was killed.
The reason Girl E was killed. Because Girl E witnessed the murder, interfered with the murder, was Fuyuhiko's sister. Girl E was the killer.
I see.
The reason Girl E was killed is because she killed the first victim in the game.
Which means Girl E was killed as revenge for the dead high school girl.
Look at Ibuki's face. Oh my god, I fucking love that face. I love it. It's terrifying, but it's so expressive.
What do you think, Fuyuhiko? Apparently Girl E was killed to avenge your little sister. You're fucking persistent. I don't care what that game said at all. But... Is that true? Girl E, she killed the first victim? In order to make that clear, We need to know more about the case involving the first victim's murder.
It's the murder that occurred in the music room. I knew it would come up, so I prepared in advance.
And we do have pictures to prove that it did happen.
Look, I made a map of the music room's surroundings, which was the stage of the first case.
We got locker door and the person standing there. That was girl E. Girl A, B, C, and D climb up the stairs. The victim is near the broken window. There's a water tank and gravel next to them to show that, you know, there's some sort of struggle and they ran away. But there's a broken vase in the next room over as well that made the sound of the shattering or the, you know, the breaking technically.
I'm surprised you went to all this trouble.
Mapping is second nature to retro game fans. Classic dungeon crawler RPGs have a first-person point of view, so mapping as you play is a basic.
We know Chiaki. Honestly, Chiaki, best freaking girl. Oh my god.
We get it! Let's talk about that later so we can focus on the case.
I guess Nikamaru's not a fan of games.
Then, I'll start explaining. Girl A, Girl B, Girl C, and Girl D were at the entrance hall when they heard the sound of glass breaking. Immediately, they climbed the stairs to the second floor and headed to where they heard that sound. Girl E was in front of the music room on the second floor, and she confirmed that the sound came from in there. But the door to the music room was locked. So Girl D went to get the key from the office, and when the 5 of them were finally able to go inside, they found the victim's body, dead from a blow to the head. Because the music room's window was broken, the girls thought the killer escaped through there. The sound of breaking glass that they heard at the entrance hall seemed to confirm that. Plus, Girl E's school swimsuit was stolen, so they concluded that the escaped killer was some pervert. How does that sound?
Pretty spot on.
Yep, an understandable explanation. Just as expected from the ultimate gamer who excels at clearing games.
But it wasn't a pervert, right? Wasn't the real killer Girl E?
Obviously. Girlie was waiting outside the music room for the other girls after she killed the first victim.
I feel like everybody in the Mothers played this game. They all seem to be pretty aware of what the hell is going on here.
Did she lock the music room from the outside? Then she would have totally needed the key from the office.
Or else Chiaki's explanation of the entire case and the entire case within the game was actually that spot on.
Which means Girlie was hiding that key. We can assume she used it to lock the music room after she left it.
But Girl D was the one who went to the office to get the key to the music room, right?
By the way, since it was never mentioned in the game, we can exclude the possibility of there being a spare key.
You can lock the music room from the inside, right? So from there, Girlie broke the window and escaped, and sprinted to the front of the music room as fast as she could before the others arrived.
She was out of breath, I think.
She would have passed by the entrance hall where the other girls were waiting if she tried to do that.
Yeah, at the same time, yeah, that's right.
Then, forget this!
It's not cute to see an old guy sulk.
Hey, is Girl E really the killer? We haven't reached an answer yet.
Based on the details of the game, it's no mistake that Girl E, who's waiting in the hallway, is the killer. Then what did Girl E do after killing the girl inside the music room? Guess I need to clear that up first. Okay, make your argument. Stone School swimsuit, entrance hall. Oh god! Stone School swimsuit, Girl E crime scene photos, victims crime scene photos. Girl E's crime scene photos, right?
After she killed the first victim in the music room, what did Girl E do?
She just broke the window in the music room and escaped outside.
So how did Girl E get from outside the school to the front of the music room?
To go back to the music room from outside, you need to go through the entrance hall. Plus, at the entrance hall, the other 4 girls should have been there.
At the entrance hall, the girls heard the sound of the window shattering.
How was she able to get past those 4 and wait in front of the music room?
She probably used a hidden passageway. Twilight's hidden passageway is the world's best!
I need to look through the case now. I need to look through the particular photos that we have here for the game. Okay, so what we got here is a broken fish tank. Twilight's in a murder case. A tipped over fish tank was found in the music room where the first victim's body was discovered. Gravel and water were scattered everywhere. I'm guessing this was the weapon that was used to kill Fuyuhiko's sister. To the escape route, the Twilight Cinder murder case, there was a broken window in the music room where the first victim's body was discovered. Normally you can't leave the music room without passing through the entrance hall. Stolen school swimsuit. Girl E who appeared in Twilight Cinder murder case had a swimsuit stolen by someone. One of the ending prizes, a photo of a broken vase. Girl D showed Girl E this photo in Twilight Cinder murder case. This vase was broken in the classroom next to the music room. Is there anything else we can learn here? Anything else at all? Alright, this seems like something I should be able to understand. It jumps us in directly in a difficult situation here. In a very difficult part of the case. The broken fish tank. I believe the broken fish tank was the weapon. Right? No. Maybe. No. Yeah. The broken fish tank was the weapon that was used to break the window. Or was used to kill the girl. Broken vase. I don't think the broken vase was used to... Huh. This is a little bit interesting. Hold on, I need to look through the entire scenario here. What Girl E did after the murder in the music room. I need to find a clue that will clarify that. Girl E broke the vase after the murder in the music room, so we have to do something with the vase, the picture of the vase.
After she killed the first victim in the music room. What did Girl E do?
There you go.
She just broke the window in the music room and escaped outside.
She didn't escape outside. She didn't.
So how did Girl E get from outside the school to the front of the music room?
She didn't go outside.
To go back to the music room from outside, you need to go through the entrance hall.
You don't! No, shit! God damn it! No, that's still true. In order to go back outside, you do need to go through true. I messed up here. That's right. No, she's right. That wasn't false. That wasn't a false statement.
After she killed the first victim in the music room. What did Girl E do?
Victim's crime scene photos. Where can I see that? Crime scene photos. All the ending prizes are crime scene photo of the victim after she was killed in the music room. No. I feel like it might be the secret passage that Ibuki mentioned. Okay, so she used the broken fish tank to break through the window, but I think she also used the vase to break from the outside inside to the other room, right? In next classroom, maybe. They never said that the window was broken in that particular place or not, but that's maybe how she got back inside, right? She used the vase, she used the fish tank in the music room to break through, and then she was to bust it through and break through. But then she came from the outside with a vase. She tossed the vase into the adjacent room and got inside through there. Maybe Ibuki's quote on there being a secret passageway might be coinciding with a broken vase here. I think.
She just broke the window in the music room and escaped outside.
There we go.
So how did Girl E get from outside the school to the front of the music room?
To go back to the music room from outside, you need to go through the entrance hall.
You do. That's true. That's true. That's not false.
The entrance hall. The other 4 girls should have been there.
Mm-hmm.
At the entrance hall, the girls heard the sound of the window shattering.
No, they didn't. They heard the vase.
No, that's wrong.
They heard the vase. They didn't hear the window shatter. There we go. That's we got it. I just need to look through it again.
First of all, the sound the girls heard wasn't the window breaking.
There we go. See, they gave us 5 bullets, so I had to focus on everything. They jump us in really, they jump at us really difficult. Like this is actually a challenge. God, I gotta be careful here.
If it wasn't the window, then what broke to make that sound?
The vase.
A vase.
Vase? How low can you go?
I love this face. Ibuki, she is. Now I see why everybody loves her.
After the murder, a broken vase was discovered in the classroom next to the music room.
I mean, I already knew that everybody loves her, but still. Anyway.
So the sound of breaking glass that the 4 girls heard wasn't the music room's window.
Nope.
It was the sound of the vase breaking. Probably.
Probably.
Actually, the murder was nearly finished by the time the 4 girls met in the entrance hall. Girl E killed the victim in the music room, broke the window, and went to the office to get the key. With that key, she locked the music room from the hallway, returned the key to the office, and went back to wait in front of the music room. All she had to do was break the vase in the next door classroom as the 4 girls met by the entrance hall.
To make them think the murder had just occurred and that the killer had just escaped.
So, when the 4 of them ran over after they heard the sound, Girl E acted like she had just rushed over too.
I see. Now the mystery has been solved.
Well, Megan feels a little better, but no, the mystery is not solved yet, girl.
Wait a minute! The mystery hasn't been solved yet! You haven't determined what the murder weapon was yet!
Murder weapon?
Who cares about the murder weapon? We found out who the killer was.
Not cool! I went to all the trouble of making this death march, so you gotta stick with it to the end!
Okay.
What the heck? You're so annoying!
Fine, let's figure out the weapon. If this keeps up, I'm gonna feel like I need to shit.
Nekomaru, he tells it how it is.
Which means I'll feel disgusting.
You're the disgusting one.
The weapon is pretty unconventional. The answer was revealed in the game, though. Now then, will you guys be able to figure it out?
An unconventional weapon that also appeared in the game. Oh, was it the fish tank? I feel like it might have been the fish tank, honestly. Let me check here. Let's go back to the original photo. It's not the bat. I don't believe it was the bat. No. It has to be the broken fish tank, right? It had to be the fish tank that was used as a weapon. Pretty unconventional weapon. I don't think it could have been a school swimsuit though. Like, I doubt it could be a school swimsuit. I mean, if you look at the photo of Fuyuko's sister, she was bludgeoned on the head with a blunt object. Wait. I don't think it's the bat. No, it wouldn't be the bat. No, that wouldn't be the bat. If you're told we can't advance as long as we don't make that clear, then I have to do it. I'll do it.